doing bi-weekly contest 78 on leetcode. Yeah, so let's go. So the first question is, find the k-beauty of a number is defined as the number of substrings of number when it is read as a string that meet the following condition. It has a length of k and it is a divisor of number. K-beauty of number. So length of k and divisor of number. Okay. How do we solve this? So divisor. You can find all of the divisors in square root of n complexity. And do we need to find all all divisors? And all of the divisors with length k we can take from them and just search for them in the string. And I don't know how to convert. So string s equals to string number for int equals to 0 and less than square root of number if we can store them in a vector. Or even a set, right? We get it, right? So for searching in the string, the number is from, what is the constraint of the number? There are no constraints. Weird. If toString of v of I dot length is equals k, then we can look for this number inside the string. Oh, there is a constraint. And if this So let's say 43 appears twice, then we have to give it twice. Uh, and what can we pass here? Can we pass a string here? Hmm. 242. So this should be 0 and 2. This should be 2 and this should be 2. So this is wrong. This is my first time? Wrong answer. Input was 2 and 1. Two and 1. So K was 1. Number was 2. So 2 is of length 1. Oh, weird. This should work. Now it's showing 1. So this changed maybe? But that should not make a difference. Why is that making a difference? Because if I start from 2, I'll not go up till. Okay. Hmm. 3003. Output was 0, but expect was 1. Why is expected 1? Expected should be 2, right? Oh, the length should be 3. And I made sure that. I hope. So let's print out the patterns, and also I could just use pattern here. How can I see the okay, so devices of these are these according to this algorithm. So for that matter, this should be correct. Have I misunderstood the question? Oh, or I could traverse k strings like in this the first k, the second k, the third k, and I should just do a string to number. C++. Oh, wow, I never knew we could do something like that. Uh-huh, 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 And what if this value of k is actually really large? Yeah, the value of k is less than equal to number, and number is exponent. So this should be doable in it. But this solution should also work, right? Because I'm just taking out the factors and then just checking each factor that is of length 8 if that occurs in the string. Shouldn't this also happen? Mhm. Can you give me any factors of so these are the factors and these do not occur in the string, right? Then why is it saying 1? I mean 30,003 occurs as a factor, but like it's not of length 3. Mm. Someone has already gotten the food screen. Nice. What kind of bullshit is this? I know I can solve it using that, but this should also work. Hmm. Mm, 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 like a desert rose, like a tango. Question you have. Oh, leading zeros are allowed. Hmm. Do we have to remove the C out or not? left me right. Number of ways to split array. We're given a zero indexed integer array, nums of length n. Nums contains a valid split at I if the following are true. First I plus 1 elements is greater than or equal to the sum of last L minus I minus 1 elements. At least one element to the right of I, that is I is not the last, pointing to the last element. So that means n minus 2. First I plus 1 elements is greater than or equal to the sum of n minus I. And if this is n minus 2, then let's just see the test cases. Number of valid splits in nums. User accepted 6358. Valid splits in num. Index 0, sum is 10. Isn't there like a function to find the sum? So number can be up to 10 to the power 5 and length can be 10 to the power 5. So the multiplication of that is 10 to the power 10. That is inside of int, I think. But let's just take long and I'll just add nums of I inside of this, and to get the n would be int n is equals to nums dot size, and by the way this returns unsigned int but we can convert it into. And now that we have found the sum, we can again go like this and just check sum j plus equals nums of j or I, and if sum j is greater than sum I minus sum j greater than equals to, then we say that our answer plus plus int answer is equals to 0 and return answer. So this is wrong. Now this is right, but yeah, so that is done. Maximum white tiles. You're given a 2D integer array tiles where tiles of I is equals to a pair or an array li ri represents that every tile j in the range li to ri is colored white. So tiles is a 2D array and every ith array contains two elements that have the range where every tile is colored white. Carpet length, the length of a single carpet that can be placed anywhere. Can we just move this carpet along the whole scenario and just check which portion is the best? Or is it optimal to start or end from any one of these locations? Then we can do that maybe. Or I don't know. So let's just create floor. And by floor I mean a boolean array of infinite length, not infinite length. I can take int max maybe. Right, or I can take test bar. Can we take test 9? I think. Tiles of I, 0 से लेकर tiles j less than tiles of j I, 1 j plus plus floor of I, floor of j. Is this the correct approach? I can calculate the length of these. So to calculate the length, I'm just gonna subtract, hoping that this one is always greater than this one, as written here, and I can take care of another variable, that is max L is equals to max of L comma max L. And since it's just floor, then we can take it to be 0 at start and not int min. So I have a condition that if max L is greater than or equal to the carpet length, then I can just safely return what? The carpet length, because it can cover carpet length of surface. If not, then what? If not, what do I do? I can check that the guy with the maximum length has a neighboring white or something like that. But that won't be the correct answer. Because let's say you have tiles like white, 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 and then there is a break, white, white, white. And then you have a white, 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 white. Let's say 4. So now you might think that putting a carpet over this is beneficial. Let's say of length 7. But you would be wrong, because if you had placed it here, you would have got much more coverage. So I am gonna go back to my previous approach, or what should I do? I can keep the carpet at the starting of all of these and check. So since I know that this is not the case, that means the carpet will always get outside, and I can just check if there is some guy that actually has a starting point less than the ending point of that carpet length. So I'm gonna go by that approach. So this should be else. So the same loop we can copy here. So we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. What I need is, so extra would be equal to the ending string minus the carpet length, or the carpet length minus the length of the segment, that is this. So this is the extra part, right? And so this is equal to Ri. That means, and these indexing start from 1 or 0. What? 1 or 0? Okay, then we have to make sure that this is going up till this. Right. Extra is this much, and you just have to make sure that. Oh, how do we do that? No. Or what we can do is int end is equals to this guy right here plus this guy right here. So this would be the end index. And then this would be +1 because we are including that. So this would be the end point. And how do I figure out that? So we already know the start, we already know the end. So let's say I start with 5 and I have a length of 1, so we have to reduce it by 1, I guess. And now I'm gonna take an outer variable named answer is equals to 0, and I'm just gonna say max of int cnt is equals to 0 if floor of j then cnt plus plus, I guess, and answer is equals to max of cnt comma answer. And I need to do one more thing. This time I'm gonna change the start. So so the end would be at the index of a tile, and that would mean this is the case, and to calculate this chart we would be minus. So if the carpet length was 1, we go from 5 to 1, that would be up to 5 only. 5 minus 1 plus 1, so this would be the case. No need all of this now. I guess that's it. Return answer. Let's declare n as 1A9. So I was going to use this, but I'm not using it now. Refresh binding. Memory limit exceeded or what? Um, But if the length of carpet is even just 1 line, then how can we make the floor be lesser than just 1 line? Hmm. Oh, for this N is actually, let's declare it to be capital N then. Um, and now what? Runtime error. Me like a So I don't know what is going on. Oh baby. This could have been time limit exceeded, but they are showing me a runtime error. Oh, okay. So what could have happened is that if carpet length plus starting index of this is actually outside, then we cannot touch. So if end is less than is greater than or equal to 1e9, then you can continue. 9 and 2, is it correct? 9 and 2 is correct. As expected, uh, I can maybe create a prefix array, but will we be able to store this much of data? Uh, uh, uh. So it's like love me like just so what do we have to do is basically let's say we are given a start and an end. We are given some ij's, ij, and we just have to figure out if these guys overlap with these guys in the most efficient manner. How much of this actually intersects, right? So I think we can sort this thing maybe. Is it in sorted order? No, it is not. And sort C++ comparator. Let's just apply a sort. Let's see what error it does throw us. Surprisingly, it is actually sorting it. I don't know how it is sorting, but it is sorting. So we don't need to give a comparator function. We just call sort and it will sort for us. And now what we have to do is, what do we have to do? Yeah, so we just have to go through each one of them and just check. Like let's say if we start from here and we calculate the n to be, let's say, 23, so we'll just check if this is less than 23. If this is less than, we go to next and we just increase our count by this much. And if this is not less than 23, which is true here, then we just calculate L1 of this minus, sorry, 23 minus L1 should be added to the answer, right? So what I need to do is, I have the end. How can I find okay, let's just do a for loop, and if this gets a time limit exceeded, then we'll think of another optimization, because we are doing a linear search for the end here, and that can take a lot of time. A better way, I don't know. I don't know a better way. Do you guys know a better way? So let's say end is here or here. Let's just do a for loop. Basically linear search. So for j is equals to I, j less than, I don't know, and j is I plus 1 for sure, since it is greater than. So if tiles of j comma 0, sorry 1, is lesser than the end, then we go ahead and we do, let's take the count variable again. So count plus equals this, right, this length. So right, else if, or just else, so if this is equal to the end, that means that is included, or we can say that else if just to be clear, we can actually do this without this condition, but I'm just trying to make more sense out of something. In this condition, I'll just add this length again, and count plus equals to L, and I'll break. Else, we only need a partial thing, so that would be a length of end minus this, count plus equals to L, and then we break. And now we take the max of this, and that all other stuff has been taken care of. Now we just need to do the same thing for the second part, in which the start is not known. So we know the end, but we don't know the start. So for that, we'll just calculate start like we did here. I hope that's correct. Replace it with that. Let's just remove this. And oh, now we'll have to go backwards. Is it? If styles of j of 0 is greater than start, that means all of this is coming inside our thing, and if j of 0 is equal to start, then also this thing is coming inside of our thing, and but we are breaking here, and if this thing, so start is coming before this, so we are gonna add tiles of I 1. Oh, this should be j everywhere, fuck. And this should be start. J here, J here, J here, J here. Any more J's? This is fine. J, 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 J. And we can remove this if we want. Let's not remove this. Let's just keep errors inside of our code. Something went wrong. I don't know what did, but that's fine, that's fine. We can probably fix that using our same dialogue. Okay. We are calculating the maximum length. You also need a minimum start and a maximum end, right? And these would be like maximum of this, comma, maxi, and this would be like minimum of mins, this thing. So max start, max end, oh sorry, min start. And what is the min start? Let's consider this int max, and the max end can be taken care of that. So if end goes beyond our max end, then we continue. And similarly, if start goes lesser than minimum is, then we continue. So much precision required for C++, man. Okay, this was not this was my bad. This is not precision. Now the answer is wrong. Congratulations, you have officially fucked up and you have no way out. How can this be wrong? This cannot be wrong. Oh, if start is less than mins, instead of continuing, we can also assign start to be mins, right? Because we're just getting cut. Then but then okay, end is this should be the case, right? No, end is greater than why is this happening? Why is this happening, guys? This is weird. That is fucked up. Like, if this is the max end, then why can't I make this as my end? Duh. and remove this condition for obvious reasons. 10349 character 9. How can I just my code doesn't even have those lines. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is wrong with this code? Okay. So j starting from I minus 1, and if I is 0, then it won't be able to do that. So if and we also need to include that carpet, right? So I'm just gonna take it to be I, because we need that carpet too. Please work, please work, please work. Damn. Oh, so TLE did not arrive, that's the good thing, good part. And the bad part, you know, guys. You all love that shit. Oh. I don't need to start from 0. First of all, guys, since the size of each subsegment is lesser than the carpet length, so starting from the first guy in the thing is not gonna do anything. So we can start from 1, and I can start this from this. I can go up till n minus 1, to be honest. Yeah. Yep, I can. Yeah, I can. I can, bro. And now the problem arises of a wrong answer. That is weird, because Okay, can I visualize this? Damn. Much zen. I cannot visualize this. Um, um, let's just do a dry run. Or never mind. सारी दुनिया को जाके बता रहे हो. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है गाइस, बताओ मुझे. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. I think I should end now. I hope the contest is over. I think the contest should be over. 3 minutes left. Try. Let's still try. We need to be quick. The problem is that the error can be as minute as you want it to be. It can be anywhere. It can get fucked. I don't get it. I don't get it. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? So let's say tiles was ending at 5 and I just wanted a carpet length of 2. Let's say so 4 and 5 would be covered. So how the start of this would be -2 + 1. That's fine. This is fine. सजन सुना की करा, सजन कसना की करा, तेरी आदत है गाना सुनो सजन सजन मुझे भूलिया 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Where can I find the solutions? Oh, we didn't even look at one question. Variance of a string is defined the largest difference between number of occurrences of any two characters present in the string. Given a string S, return the largest variance possible among all substrings of S. Substring is a continuous subset. Variance 0 for the substring 3's. So these all occur in the same amount. Is that what it means? No. Variance of a string. Largest difference between the number of occurrences of any two characters. Okay, so that means A and A have no difference in their occurrence. A and A have no difference. But what the fuck? So all substrings of S means A, B, and we'll just have to compare two substrings. So let's say two strings. Oh, wait. I don't get it. I don't even get the question. Oh, I get it now. So the number of occurrences of B and A are same in the string. B, A, right? So the number of occurrences of A and the number of occurrences of B is the same. So in this it is differing by 1, and in this it is differing by 2, and in this it is differing by 3. So there are thrice as more, sorry, not thrice. So if A is occurring x times, then B is occurring x plus 3 times, or vice versa. So B is occurrence x times, then that would be plus 3 or something like that. So I get the question now, but okay. S length is stands for 4 and it is containing lowercase English letters. And we just have to find what? The largest variance. That is so fucked up. Okay. Find the variance of the string. How will I find the variance of the string? So I can create a vector storing the count of 26, 0. So basically 26 letters. I can traverse the string and I can store this in an n plus plus. I'm just gonna say count of s of I minus a and plus plus. But how will I pick the largest and the smallest? And I also need to sort this somehow for some reason. Should I just sort it like this? But then I won't remember that which letter is having that. That is the problem. But do we need that information? Of course we need that information, but for now I can find the variance, and that would be cnt dot end or cnt dot size minus 1 minus cnt of 0. This guy has this variance, right? Now we can greedily increase this difference. How I don't know how we can do that. And what if some other substring has a greater one? So what I'm trying to do is to make this difference greater, I can remove elements from start and end. But what if but this is the definition of substring, right? Yeah, so we can do this is kind of pointless. Not exactly pointless. Okay, max element C++ min element. This is such a pain. So now the problem is that the current variance, let's say the current variance was maximum between C and A, but so the amount of C was the maximum and the A was minimum, let's say 2, and let's say B was 4, right? So I'm trying to think of a negative case, uh, like my approach would fail in that case. I'm thinking of that. So so let me tell you the approach. So not approach, like what I'm trying to do. So I am taking an assumption that is that if these two have the largest difference in the whole string, then the substring that has them, no. So our assumption is wrong. So basically my assumption was that even in the end also these two will be the reason of maximum variance. Um, and this could be wrong or this could be right depending on a lot of factors. So what I was thinking was a case like this is the string. So to make the difference larger, we cannot make C, right? We can only delete A. So what we can do is delete A from here and we are good to go. But that just makes that if there is no A, then there is no count of it. So we have to keep one A at least. And now the point is that uh, in this process of deleting some elements from the right or the left, to reduce the amount of A might cause some C's to be deleted, and then instead of not delete choosing not to delete C, we should delete C, and we can hope that by deleting A we are making it 1, but and we are deleting some kind of C, but B can make up for that, right? So let's say if C's and B have the same amount of count, then B can make up for it, right? So let's say the two A's were here, right? So by deleting these two C's, to delete one more A would actually help us having a difference between B and A. All of this is bullshit. I can't implement any of this because this is not greedy and I don't know DB. Okay, so this was some adventurous question. Let's try and solve this again then. I don't know what I was doing wrong here. I still don't know. This come out to be a wrong answer. Um, I'm tired, I guess. GG's.